materials prices are going up pretty rapidly because of tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
What's your position on that? I mean, do you think we're on the right track by?
So, in a nutshell, there are countries out there that cheat and undermine our industries. Whether that's people who produce steel and iron or work with steel and iron. There are others that rise to the same or similar worker standards as our country. And tariffs are legitimate in my mind if aimed at those who cheat. China, sometimes India, and I can think of other examples. The idea, in China in particular, with huge state subsidies that make it a terribly uneven playing field. We have a national security interest in keeping industries alive, especially if they relate to our security mission or our infrastructure. We can't be dependent on other nations for our water infrastructure, our roads and bridges, our national security apparatus. So I think very targeted tariffs are very appropriate. Canada, Mexico, and the European Union are not those. And so the use of 232 tariffs in this instance, I think, has huge unintended consequences, not only among those who work with iron and steel, but also among those who produce products that are being named in retaliation, like Harley-Davidson and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, they're calling out Wisconsin industries by name. So what I would like to add is that I am in agreement with the administration about a very different policy that I think achieves the same end, known as Buy America, Hire America. And been fighting ever since I got to the Congress on Buy America policies. Right now in the Water Resources Development Act, which is going through both houses, I have added in the Senate for our drinking water infrastructure, Buy American steel, iron, and hire American workers to upgrade our drinking water infrastructure. Impacts industries in Wisconsin like Neenah Foundry that has been making manhole covers for 146 years. All sorts of, we have pipe makers and and many workers in that industry. We're using taxpayer dollars, and I don't want those taxpayer dollars being spent overseas to support their steel and iron industries. So it's a very targeted way to level the playing field in areas where there's cheating without causing the disruptions that 25% steel tariffs and 10% aluminum tariffs the disruptions they cause when focused on Canada.
So a carrot approach, not a stick approach.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not opposed to tariffs, but or countervailing duties, which are very similar to tariffs. Usually countervailing duties are enforced when you've proven a case before the ITC that a company in another country is cheating. And they're very specific, but to even the playing field.